forecast coming up. Your news starts right now.
Tonight at 9, one man is behind bars in connection with the killing of a high school student. What police are saying about other suspects in the case.
There's a lot of opportunity. There's also a lot of resources.
Why a businessman in Peoria says layoffs at Caterpillar could spark innovation in Central Illinois. And the Cubs top the cards in Game 3 of the National League Divisional Series. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Paul Cicchini. Maria Chandler has the night off. A convicted felon is behind bars tonight after being arrested in connection with the weekend killing of a 14-year-old high school student. WYZZ's Eugene Daniel was there when police announced that arrest. He joins us now with more in our top story tonight at 9. Eugene?
Paul, it took police less than 3 days to make an arrest in a shooting that killed Tommy Forrest and injured 3 of his classmates. And more arrests could be on the way. Hashtags Tommy Team and Tommy World trend on social media as Peoria continues to mourn the murder of 14-year-old Tommy Forrest. On Monday,
our detectives are working around the clock to make progress on this senseless, cowardly act.
Police announced a break in the case.
On October 11th, an arrest was made of Alex F. Collins.
Collins was booked on 4 counts of attempted murder and 1 count home invasion. And this isn't Collins' first run-in with police. In 2013, he was convicted of criminal trespassing and felony use of a gun. But this time, police say he may not have acted alone.
At this time, there are several suspects in this incident.
Saturday morning, Forrest and 3 of his Peoria High classmates were inside a home for a sleepover. That's when police say Collins broke in and shots were fired, killing Forrest and injuring the others. Cops believe Collins broke in looking for someone else.
We believe that the victims in this incident were not the targeted individuals of this incident.
Do you know who the targeted individual might have been?
Yes.
Now, police aren't saying any more about the other suspects or who they think suspects were looking for. Some property was also taken from the home, but exactly what is unclear. Paul?
Thanks, Eugene. Police also detailing plans for safety as kids return to school tomorrow. Additional officers will be on all District 150 high school campuses. Police say there is no indication of a threat at any school. This is a sign of support. Students had today off because of Columbus Day.
I think it's important that the message get across to the children, to the parents, that you know, the kids as they return to school, is that it's a safe environment. It is just as safe as it was last Thursday.
Administrators at Central High School also preparing for students' return to school. Different types of support will be available for kids, faculty, and staff at several schools in the district. They say they'll have 13 counselors and psychologists at Central High School. They'll also have 7 counselors at Manual High and a few others at Von Steuben. Administrators say sticking together and building a community could cut down on violence, especially against young people. Tommy Forrest's football coach says he was like a younger brother to many on the team. They're all trying to make it through this tough time.
It definitely makes it a little tougher to swallow when you have a guy that's not out doing the wrong thing, that's not out, getting himself in trouble, that is literally, at a sleepover.
The football team plans to honor Tommy Forrest for the rest of the season by wearing his number 4 on their helmets and a TF patch on their jerseys. Groups across Peoria raising money to help pay for funeral services. Forrest's middle school basketball coach started a GoFundMe page last night. He's trying to raise $10,000 to help the family. BC Bank also has a memorial fund set up. Donations can be made at any of their locations. For more information on how you can help, you just head over to our website, ciproud.com. In other news tonight, the Peoria Public Library turns the page on a milestone. It's a story that's new tonight at 9. Today, the public library system celebrates 135 years of service to the River City community. Dozens pour into the main branch downtown for live music, food, and art galleries. Around the library are several letters by local figures explaining what books changed their lives. The library says it's good to know taxpayers continue to support a key hub for the community.
This is what levels the playing field. This is what gives everybody equal access, lifelong learning, helps our students, helps our people that are looking for jobs. Where else can you go and get a public computer for free?
Visitors could also meet Erastus Wilcox, the author of the first Illinois library law and original librarian of the Peoria Public Library. Well, the Cubs and Cardinals playing a wild game at Wrigley tonight. 6 home runs for the home team in their 8-6 win. The game ended just after 8:30. Standing room only was available inside, with the teams playing in front of a crowd of more than 42,000. Series is far from over, of course. This was just Game 3 of a 5-game series. The next game tomorrow back at Wrigley where the Cubs, of course, can clinch. Still ahead, how parents are honoring the life of their daughter by helping children and their families. And changing the perception about those who've been released from prison, how a former governor is stepping up to help convicted felons.
You're watching WYZZ News at 9 with Maria Chandler, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates, and Kurt Pegler with sports. This is WYZZ News at 9. This portion of WYZZ News at 9 brought to you by Gailey Eye Clinic.
Life is full of adventure. Whether you're experiencing adventures in your own backyard or you're finding new adventures in far-off places, trust Gailey to make sure you're experiencing all the beauty life has to offer with clear vision. Answer the call as life invites you to enjoy yet another adventure. Whether you need new glasses and contacts, cataract surgery, or LASIK, Gailey can light the way to new trails ahead. For a location near you, visit GaileyEyeClinic.com. They're the only eyes you'll ever have. Trust Gailey to make sure they last a lifetime.
Honest, dependable, affordable too. Put the Dillman Brothers to work for you.
Looking to add value to your home but not sure where to start? What if one call could take care of all your exterior work? With Dillman Brothers, there's no need to juggle multiple contractors. One call does it all. Install retractable screens, siding, roofing, windows, and more. Whether you're a homeowner or a commercial builder, call Dillman Brothers for all your exterior renovation and construction needs.
A car accident can cause devastating physical injuries. Being hit by an under or uninsured driver can be just as devastating financially. I'm attorney Jim LaFonte. If you've been in an accident, call me. I know what it takes to fight for the compensation you deserve. I'm local, respected, and famous for getting my clients their fair share. Call me at 999-1111.
To schedule a free consultation, call 999-1111. 35 years.
35 years.
35 years.
35 years. 35 años.
We fixed a lot of cars in 35 years.
Don't worry, Donna. We'll make it as good as new.
Make her look pretty. One thing that hasn't changed over the years is our attention to detail.
Here you go, Donna.
Fantastic job.
We're really that good. Call Dee's Paint and Body Shop, where we'd rather explain the price than apologize for the quality.
You're watching WYZZ News at 9.
Felon. It's a word that brings heavy consequences for many people who fit that title. Now, former governor and ex-convict himself, George Ryan, wants the word disassociated with someone who has served time in prison. WYZZ's Kelsey Gibbs spoke with two ex-cons who say they agree with Ryan and hope they can use his voice to try and change lives.
When I interview a person, I don't interview their past.
Calvin Pitts isn't so quick to judge someone's application when they're looking for work at Southtown Construction Training Program. That's because it's personal.
When I can see the struggle in myself being a felon and recognizing, and seeing how tough it was.
Pitts knows how hard it can be for a convicted felon to want to start over. That's why he started the training program.
The goal is to equip them and give them the knowledge and skills that that are needed, in the construction industries.
Pitts says he couldn't have done it without the work of many organizations like the Urban League, the Enos Park Community, and local labor unions.
One of the local contractors here in town at GZ Electric actually provided all of the material.
But one former politician is wanting to take it further.
They served their time, they paid their penalty, and that tag ought to be released and removed from every application by law.
Governor George Ryan, a felon himself, says during his lockup he noticed a change in some inmates.
I saw a lot of young men that had to wear that tag the rest of their life.
Ryan's response for reform came as a shock to some, but they're glad there are people on their side.
To hear the word felon is like detrimental to my health because there's no job that you can actually get.
Stefan Little is also a felon. He graduated from the Southtown Training Program.
If it wasn't for Bone LLC, I wouldn't have been where I'm at now. And my title as an employee, electrical repair technician.
That was Kelsey Gibbs reporting. No word on whether any lawmaker will take up the proposal, but those we spoke with say they're glad the conversation is starting. From our Capitol newsroom, because there's no state budget, the governor's office is trimming travel costs. Staff says since the beginning of the administration, senior members were not allowed to take per diem. Now the administration has introduced more restrictions. They're not allowing mileage or per diem to be claimed for any member of the governor's staff when traveling for session-related business. Members of the governor's team who are required to travel often carpool. Between January and June, the office received reimbursements for nearly $600 per month for travel between Chicago and Springfield.
It's some effort. Travel budget's a pretty small thing to deal with, but at least it's a start. And if he could bring some of the jobs that moved to Chicago back here, then there'd be even less travel because they would be living where they work.
There were no more reports about travel reimbursements after June 30th. Travel documents being submitted to the comptroller's office for payment after July 1st are showing nothing because without a budget, there's no money to pay for it. A puppy with lives like a cat. How the dog has dodged death twice. But first, Chris, not a bad fall night tonight.
No, not at all, Paul. And you know what? This nice weather that we've been seeing, it's going to be cooling off a little bit further. The cool air already moving in tonight. Temperatures could be a little chilly by tomorrow morning. We'll have your full forecast coming up.
KBL Design Center is celebrating its 30th anniversary with our best cabinetry sale ever. KBL's Buy Like a Builder sale. Enjoy true contractor pricing. So get to KBL for our Buy Like a Builder sale. This one-time only sale ends November 30th.
In January, I had surgery. I had cancer. You can't go through this alone. I felt like the time that I spent here, I really felt like I got my life back. I really credit IPMR, the STAR program, for doing that.
Sam Lehman of Morton announces their grand opening sales event. Come experience the brand new Sam Lehman of Morton, now located across the street from Walmart and Farm and Fleet in Morton. Right now, during Ram Truck Month, get a brand new Ram clearance priced at $13,000 off, or a 2015 Grand Caravan or Dodge Journey, your choice, only $17,880, or a brand new Jeep for only $13,990. Come see why we do the deals no one else will. At Central Illinois' #1 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer, Sam Lehman of Morton.
Food. It's how we show love. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live. Food brings us all together. We know this because at Red Gold, we've been growing tomatoes with our family and local family farmers for 4 generations. And bringing your family together with our tomatoes is still our favorite tradition of all. Red Gold, grown by families, enjoyed by families.
What's going on?
We have a warrant.
Something's happening at Empire.
What is it?
They're getting raided by the feds.
Fox Wednesday. Empire is the #1 show on television.
We are so dangerous, even the FBI wants to shut us down. I've been promoting concerts for a lot of years, Cookie. I've never been afraid to get my hands dirty.
Really?
All new Empire with limited commercial interruption. Wednesday on Fox.
The Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by Walker Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
Now, your local weather authority, WYZZ Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates.
Well, welcome back. A pretty nice day across central Illinois, but by mid-afternoon those wind speeds really began to ramp up, but thankfully those wind speeds now have died down. But a beautiful night overlooking Peoria from our good Furniture Skycam. Temperatures remain mild, 68 degrees currently here in town, but there's much cooler temperatures up to our north that'll be making their way in late tonight. Our dew point down to 42. The wind speeds, though, they have died down. They're now out of the west at 8 miles per hour after being sustained into the lower 20s earlier today. Now, we are seeing a lot of 60s across central Illinois. Pontiac 62, the Twin Cities are 64. From Kewanee through Galesburg down towards Macomb, temperatures kind of varying a little bit. 60 in Kewanee, 65 in Galesburg. And Macomb, one of the first locations now to drop into the upper 50s. Mostly clear skies. Now, there is some low and mid-level clouds kind of skirting through at least northern portions of central Illinois. Your best bet for cloud cover tonight is going to be along and north of 74. The rest of us down south here are going to be looking at some pretty quiet weather going through tonight. Now, the cold front that raced through central Illinois this morning pretty obvious where it's at now. Now moving at least through eastern parts of Kentucky and Tennessee. A lot of dry air behind the frontal system along with some gusty winds. Now all we saw was just an increase in cloud cover and perhaps even a few sprinkles as that front raced through earlier today. Now this is an upper level low that's moving through the Great Lakes region. It brought us that nice dip in the jet stream, which is why we are starting to see some of these cooler temperatures. But as we go through the rest of the week, the jet stream pattern begins to change. We start to see more amplification out west, a nice big ridge building, which means more heat for those in areas like California. But for us, it's the exact opposite. As the jet stream dips to the south, we see some much cooler weather settling in, at least across the northeast and much of the Midwest heading into the weekend. So very chilly temperatures begin to set up shop by Friday and Saturday. We are talking high temperatures on Friday in the lower 60s down into the lower 50s for the start of the weekend. All right, feature track through tonight. Again, your best bet for cloud cover along and north of 74. The rest of us along and south of 74 will be looking at mostly clear skies. And as skies clear, look for temperatures to be down into the 40s tonight. 49 in Peoria, 47 in Lakin. Tomorrow, we'll see a few passing clouds early, but mostly sunny skies by mid-afternoon. Should turn out to be a pretty nice day with temperatures near average, mainly in the mid to upper 60s for Peoria, Canton, down towards Lincoln. A little cooler in Lakin, Peru, and Pontiac with mainly low to mid 60s up there. All right, tomorrow you're out the door, you'll need your light jacket. 49 degrees, westerly winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. A little breezy tomorrow, temperatures in the lower 60s by lunchtime, low to mid 60s by 5 p.m. Mostly sunny skies, but overall, not a bad day. All right, temperatures will attempt to warm back up a few degrees Wednesday, back into the 70s for at least a day on Thursday. We're still tracking the potential for a few hit and miss showers late in the day Thursday. And then the much cooler weather moves in. I'll step out of the way. Temperatures down to 60 on Friday, lower 50s on Saturday, and we may have to drop those temperatures further. But, Paul, it is looking like we could see our first taste of temperatures into the 30s overnight, Friday night into Saturday.
Well, thanks, I guess, Chris. All right, tonight, Game 3 at Wrigley Field. A big win for the Cubs to take a 2-1 advantage in the series. WYZZ's Hannah Hilliard is live on the north side where the celebration is underway. Hannah?
Paul, there are thousands of happy Cubs fans filing out of Wrigley Field right now. They just saw their team win 8-6 over their biggest rival, and the streets are starting to fill up here at Clark and Addison. I think the party is really just getting started. Standing room only was available inside, with the teams playing in front of a crowd of more than 42,000, and they're all out here right now. We've seen quite an eclectic crowd. One person in a bear outfit, another duo dressed as the Blues Brothers, and of course the Cardinals were well represented for the big rivalry matchup as well. Now, obviously it's clear to see the Cubs are happy tonight, but the series is not over. We'll be back here, or the team will be back here tomorrow in Game 4, Cardinals versus the Cubs. Reporting live in Chicago, Hannah Hilliard, WYZZ.
Staying active is key for a healthy life, but at some point, we may need to visit an orthopedic specialist.
If a patient has an orthopedic condition, they usually suffer a significant decline in their activity level, and this has a profound impact on their overall health.
Dr. Lawrence Lee and the Orthopedic and Shoulder Center treat any problems with your arms, legs, or back.
It's important to get the problem treated right away so you can return to active function and increase your activity so you can get back to your normal health.
The facility provides physician visit, x-ray, MRI, ultrasound, and physical and occupational therapy all in the same day and location.
It's very reassuring to be able to walk in the doctor's office, have an answer as to what their problem is, and also start treatment.
Referrals are not necessary. Just call. Same-day appointments are available.
We've been serving the community for almost 20 years. We're here to help you.
Now's the time to upgrade to a better night's sleep at a great price from Denver Mattress. Check out the new Aspen King mattress on the Ergo 330 adjustable base and get our best comfort and best support for your best night's sleep. And through Thursday, it's just $42 a month with 7 years, no interest. And for a limited time, when you purchase any of the Serta I-Series or Comfort sleep sets, you'll receive a free fitness band. Quality, service, selection, and value. Why shop anywhere else? Hurry, offer ends Thursday, October 15th.
At Extreme, we sell more Nissans, Hyundai, Kias combined than anyone in Central Illinois. There's a reason for that. To think that they can purchase, regardless of make or model, a car from us and have a warranty for as long as they own that car, my goodness, that is true peace of mind. From one extreme to another, whether it be in Bloomington or the north end of Normal, Extreme has got you covered.
You're watching WYZZ News at 9.
Authorities in Zimbabwe say they will not pursue charges against an American accused of killing a prized lion. Zimbabwean authorities say Cecil the lion was lured out of a national park before he was shot with a bow and arrow in July. Outcry on social media over the killing was swift and brutal. Minnesota dentist Walter Palmer, the man who killed Cecil, was vilified worldwide. Palmer said he and his family received threats and he had to temporarily close his dental practice. Zimbabwean officials say Palmer had all of the papers necessary for a hunt. Palmer maintained he was hunting legally. A dog in Massachusetts is recovering after being stabbed during a home invasion. The little dog almost lost its life again when the owners couldn't afford the medical bills. Fox's Christina McCarthy explains how a veterinary student is now stepping in to help.
Everybody basically fell in love with him.
12-week-old puppy Kona is a fighter. The tiny Chihuahua is being treated at Tufts Veterinary Hospital after a heinous attack last Sunday.
I was completely flabbergasted. I don't even know what else to say.
Kona was stabbed in a home invasion on Puritan Ave in Worcester. Police say 2 armed men ransacked the home, assaulted 2 people, and stabbed the puppy while a toddler slept.
He is just this tiny 4.5-pound puppy who has never done anything to anyone in his little short life.
Just hours after Worcester Animal Control brought Kona in, 4th-year veterinary student Caroline Barr developed a bond with him as his morning caretaker.
I just went in every morning and I was so excited to see him, but also worried about what he was going to look like and what was going to happen to him.
Kona's health deteriorated. He had developed a chest infection and was having trouble breathing. Kona was racking up an expensive medical bill and his owners couldn't afford to keep him. That left just 2 options: euthanize him or find a home fast. For Caroline, who already owns this 4-year-old rescue Nutmeg, there was really only one option: adopt him and come up with the money.
I just couldn't let him go.
Kona is still sick, so fragile ICU staff decided not to operate on him, at least for now, but to do medical management with IVs, antibiotics, and a feeding tube. It's a longer process, but the prognosis is good, all thanks to this doting vet student.
He was just a special case, I think, for me.
That was Christina McCarthy reporting. Barr set up a GoFundMe account to pay for Kona's medical expenses. She's raised $5,000 in less than 48 hours. And alternative medicine is getting some attention and praise from a woman fighting cancer. Why she's calling it a life changer. Plus, a business owner says there may be a positive to come from the layoffs at Caterpillar. Why he says the cuts could spark innovation in Central Illinois.
She remembered it was a wildflower.
It was held in the hand of a teacher that inspired her to paint.
And she would paint with nature as a favorite theme. They were powerful images.
Landscapes and natural forms, bold and beautiful, painted on a scale with colors as unique as the desert Southwest she loved. Inspired by a teacher.
Georgia O'Keeffe pursued her dream to become an artist and became something more, an American original.
Saluting the spirit of excellence, we are IBEW 197.
Most accidents can be prevented with the simplest of measures, such as turning off your phone when you start your car, or simply driving in the right lane as much as possible. I'm attorney Jim LaFonte. I want you to avoid injuries, but if you are in an accident, I'm here to help you. I'm local, respected, and famous for getting my clients their fair share. Call me at 999-1111.
To schedule a free consultation, call 999-1111.
Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois. Take a break from the day and enjoy a delicious lunch in our wine cellar restaurant. And enjoy a variety of soups, sandwiches, desserts, all made fresh daily. Live the good life here at Goods Furniture in Kewanee, Illinois.
At Trouble Free, we focus on making sure that our technicians are fully trained on every system for every situation and keep you and your family trouble-free. For more information, go to troublefreeinc.com.
You are the students most likely to be killed by the alleged psychopath.
Everyone is talking about Scream Queens.
Somebody help me!
The scary, hilarious, and wicked fun ride.
Stop!
And Fox Tuesday.
Halloween is upon us, and the devil is gonna come around.
Halloween is going to be killer.
Maybe you'll get your head sawed off. I can't think of a better treat than that.
Scream Queens, all new Tuesday on Fox and anytime on Fox Now.
You're watching WYZZ News at 9.
Hundreds of Caterpillar employees have been laid off this year, and thousands more are still to come. It's a story WYZZ has been following for months, and now we're looking at the news from a different perspective. As WYZZ's Marvis Herring reports, it could be the spark that fires up innovation in central Illinois.
Personally, it just puts that much pressure on us because, you know, if Caterpillar lays off 10,000 people, I'd love to be able to hire 10,000 people.
From the outside, it looks like a small building, but when you step through the doors of Integris Engineering,
it's following the XYZ coordinates.
You'll find some pretty big ideas.
You never know what's going to walk through the door.
Andy Berberick, principal and founder of the company, left his job at Caterpillar 4 years ago. It was his first job after graduating college, but after 12 years, he decided his own business venture was more fitting.
Starting your own company is easy. Growing a successful company is hard.
But not impossible. Berberick's company has already seen its customer base begin to flourish in just the few years they've been open. His staff's varying expertise, he says, has helped quite a bit as they work on all kinds of projects, taking ideas and making them into much more.
Aerospace, medical, manufacturing, automotive.
They do it all, and that diversity is Berberick's favorite part of the job and something he says helps Integris stimulate the central Illinois economy.
They've been doing a lot better and have been diversifying quite a bit in the recent years with healthcare and education in addition to Caterpillar. So part of our mission is also to diversify our customer base.
He hopes his growing business can be a helping hand for those losing jobs at CAT.
Peoria being a Caterpillar town, you know, they do a really good job of attracting talent, very talented people to the area.
In East Peoria, Marvis Herring, WYZZ News.
Diversity, is also key because being too tied closely to one industry means a change in the economy could be devastating for you. Anheuser-Busch InBev is upping its offer for SAB Miller. The fourth proposal is now worth more than $108 billion. Such a takeover would create the world's dominant brewing company. The bid by AB InBev for its rival came just 2 days before a UK bid deadline. Kohl's is expanding a same-day delivery service. The retailers partnered with Deliv for the same-day delivery in 9 major markets. Boston, LA, Miami, and Philadelphia are being added to the list of cities where the service is available. Chicago was one of the first cities for that program. Dell Computers is buying a data storage company in what might be the biggest technology deal on record. Dell's agreed to buy EMC in a deal that is valued at $67 billion. It's the highest price ever paid for the acquisition of a technology company. The merger will create the largest integrated tech company in the world. Michael Dell would serve as chairman and CEO of the combined company. The deal still needs approval from EMC shareholders. All right, Chris, the feel of fall is definitely in the air.
Absolutely, and if it's still a little too warm for you to really get in that fall mood, you are going to be probably regretting that towards the end of the week. We have much cooler weather heading your way. We're tracking the cool down coming up. Don't go away.
It's important for my vision to remain sharp, and progressive lenses are closer to my natural vision.
Through the end of October at Bard Optical, get progressive no-line bifocals for just $99.
I'm so happy I got my exam, contacts, and glasses at Bard. Now I just have to decide between wearing my cute glasses or awesome contacts.
And you could have the same choice. Right now at Bard Optical, get an exam, contacts, and glasses for only $149. Bard Optical, vision for life.
Menards has all the appliances you need to update your home, and right now, all major kitchen appliances are on sale. This LG stainless steel dishwasher has 15 place settings and includes a third rack, just $719. Finish your kitchen with a new faucet. Right now, all Pfister faucets are on sale. The single-handle Corvo kitchen pull-out faucet in a chrome finish is $59 after rebate, or get it in a stainless steel finish for just $79 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Dunlap takes on the Goodwill Drive to victory. Donate your household items to your local school until Thursday for their chance to be crowned the winner and have a chance to win $500 from CEFCU and a smartboard from Bradfields.
It begins slowly, at first in the neck and lower back. Then it spreads to the arms and legs. Before you know it, your quality of life diminishes. At Central Illinois Neuro Health Sciences, no one knows better how to treat your nervous system. We're a leading provider in neurosurgical care, treating disorders of the brain, spine, and nerves. Whether it's carpal tunnel syndrome, a herniated disc, or brain tumor, our physicians have the training and skills to treat your condition. With state-of-the-art surgical techniques, we provide optimal care and the quickest recovery possible. How do we define premier neurological health care? At Central Illinois Neuro Health Sciences, we do it every day with a comprehensive team of neurosurgical experts for a fast and full recovery, state-of-the-art evaluation and imaging to provide technologically advanced care, and continuous research and education in neurological disease to always be a step ahead. We're your leading provider in neurosurgical care. How do we define premier neurological health care?
Beginning with you.
The Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by Parker Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
Now, your local weather authority, WYZZ Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates.
Welcome back. It is a cool but pleasant evening currently in Uptown Normal. Nice shot from our Cooks Auto Body Skycam. Really cannot complain about the weather we've had as of late. But if you are not a fan of cooler weather, you are not going to be a fan of what's heading our way by the weekend. All right, 64 degrees currently in Uptown Normal. West-southwest winds now blowing lightly at 8 miles per hour. A nice sign that things are changing a little bit. The pressure gradient, which generated all those strong winds earlier today, is now relaxing. Now, temperatures are cooling off. Kewanee, 59 degrees. Elsewhere, mainly in the 60s. Peoria is 68 degrees. It is 64 in Galesburg. Macomb just dropped down to 57. Mostly clear skies. Now, you will see at least a very shallow layer of some cloud cover skirting through northern portions of Illinois. We will be dealing with this along and north of 74 tonight. For the rest of central Illinois, mostly clear skies. Now, the cold front that raced through central Illinois this morning is already well to the east, bringing some showers and thunderstorms from Kentucky down through Tennessee, but high pressure building in out west. It's going to keep things pretty quiet for the next couple of days, allow temperatures after tomorrow to rebound a little bit back into the lower 70s by Thursday. But there's another wave that is currently developing in portions of Canada that will be heading our way towards the end of the week. And that's the one that is going to be bringing us quite the fall chill by Friday into Saturday. So we'll show you this big old dip in the jet stream. This is that upper level low that came through earlier today. Now the jet stream is going to continue to slowly sink southward over the next couple of days. There will be a few wiggles here and there that will allow our temperatures to rebound. But we are going to be looking at generally some very cool weather by the end of the week. This is Friday. This is how the jet stream is going to be looking. A lot of cool temperatures moving in, coming in out of Canada. And as that happens, temperatures, some of the coolest temperatures we've seen so far this season, begin to develop. Now, the coldest is going to be up north, where we could be looking at high temperatures into the 30s and 40s. In fact, some higher elevations along the Appalachians could be looking at their first snowfall of the season. Thankfully, we are not looking at anything like that. Instead, we're going to be looking at high temperatures on Friday down into the lower 60s. By Saturday, optimistically, mainly in the lower 50s for some high temperatures. So it's going to be pretty chilly. Overnight low temperatures likely in the 30s as we head into our weekend. All right, future track through tonight. A few passing clouds mainly up to our north. Otherwise, it's going to be a quiet and cool one by tomorrow morning. If you're heading out for a morning run, you'll need to dress appropriately with a light jacket. 47 in Lakin, 45 in Galesburg, 49 here in Peoria. Tomorrow, some morning clouds giving way to some afternoon sun. It'll turn out to be a pretty nice day across central Illinois with high temperatures close to average in the low to mid 60s. Now, we do see a bit of a warm-up coming in. That happens Wednesday into Thursday. But some good news with the cooler temperatures settling in. We're looking at some lower pollen counts. Here's your Hopedale Medical Complex allergy alert. Today it was a medium, 5.8. We're looking at generally 2s and 3s going forward here. Ragweed, though, remains the predominant pollen. All right, here's your Southside Bank 8-day forecast. Slightly warmer temperatures moving in as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, by Thursday, despite a bit of cloud cover and maybe a few late-day showers, temperatures should be in the lower 70s, but then it gets a bit cooler. 60 degrees by Friday, mostly sunny Saturday with highs only in the 50s. Overnight lows, Friday night into Saturday, generally in the mid to upper 30s. And we'll see temperatures very close to that again Saturday into Sunday before temperatures at least try to warm back up early next week. So really not a horrible forecast for this time of year. I mean, we got spoiled this weekend. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really like the look of the low on Friday night.
Just don't look at it.
Yeah. Thankfully, we'll be inside.
Yep.
A lot of you are going to be outside cheering on the football teams. Yep. And speaking of sports, let's check in with Dan Malloy in the control room.
Hey, Paul, the wind was certainly blowing out at Wrigley Field tonight, and boy, did it show. The Cubs hit a Major League record 6 home runs tonight in that critical Game 3 against the Cardinals. Now the Redbirds have to win tomorrow afternoon to just keep their season alive. I want to take a full look at those highlights from tonight's Game 3 coming up later in sports. But after the break, Paul's coming back with some more news for you. Don't go anywhere.
Siding and Window. It's the name Central Illinois homeowners have trusted for more than 35 years. Windows, doors, siding, roofing, sunrooms. We do it all. Start your worry-free home experience with one call to Peoria Siding.
Don't miss this sale. For a very limited time, save 50% on our maintenance-free vinyl preservation windows, siding, and patio doors.
Peoria Siding and Window. You've got a friend in the business.
Some credit cards are not so nice. Then there's the nice card, the CEFCU MasterCard. The credit union card with nice rates and nice benefits, plus a nice offer. Qualifying new accounts opened by November 30th can receive bonus points or a free gift card. Call or apply online today. Switch to the nice card, the MasterCard credit card from CEFCU. Not a bank. Better.
At Extreme, we sell more Nissans, Hyundai, Kias combined than anyone in Central Illinois. There's a reason for that. To think that they can purchase, regardless of make or model, a car from us and have a warranty for as long as they own that car, my goodness, that is true peace of mind. From one extreme to another, whether it be in Bloomington or the north end of Normal, Extreme has got you covered.
4K Ultra HD is certainly the latest thing in TVs. Some of those stores you go in, you got tons and tons of cheap stuff, and you gotta go find the nice TVs somewhere along the way. You know, at Sherman's, the majority of what you see is gonna be 4K Ultra HD. You're gonna see a huge selection from the top 3 brands, LG, Samsung, and Sony. And we just ensure that you don't pay more for it. In fact, on every single one of our TVs, every day we go through, we see what Amazon's at, make sure we're the absolute lowest. So when you're ready to upgrade to 4K Ultra HD TV, Sherman's is a place you wanna check out.
You're watching WYZZ News at 9.
A glass of red wine every night may help people with type 2 diabetes manage their cholesterol and heart health. Researchers looked at more than 200 diabetics between the ages of 40 and 80 who had their diabetes under control and generally didn't drink alcohol. They were split into 2 groups, one which drank a glass of red wine every night with dinner, the other drank mineral water. After 2 years, the wine drinkers had increased the amount of good cholesterol in their bodies. Researchers say this shows diabetics with control of their disease can safely drink the wine as part of a healthy diet. Marijuana dispensaries in Oregon selling close to $11 million worth of pot in the first 6 days it was legal, according to the Association for Cannabis Retailers. Based on the first week of sales, a spokesperson for the group thought sales would surpass the state's projection. Oregon is the 3rd state to sell marijuana recreationally, joining Colorado and Washington. The Oregon Liquor Control Commission, which will start tracking sales next year, says it believes Oregon will bring in $10.7 million in tax revenue by 2017. Well, alternative medicine, like medical marijuana, is making a difference in lives across Illinois. But there's one product a woman here says is helping in her fight against cancer. It's called MetaHoney. It's a gel or patch that helps heal wounds. Emily Fannin explains in a story from our Capitol newsroom.
Covered and protected.
Lisa Cannon lives a busy life. From managing her own business, being a full-time mom, and battling cancer, she says it's the little things in life that can make a big difference.
I started using it and it was wonderful. The last thing I need to worry about going through cancer treatment is peeling my skin from adhesives.
Cannon heard about MetaHoney as an alternative option after finding out she's allergic to adhesives. It's a medical-grade honey derived from a plant in New Zealand.
I remember going through my surgery the very first time where I didn't know about MetaHoney, and of course they use tape to put on the bandages and things like that, and I remember it taking over an hour to just get it off because I was in such pain.
MediHoney has been out on the market for a few years, but it's not available to use in hospitals. Cannon says it should be considered, especially for people allergic to medical supplies.
Sometimes I worry that as a patient, hospitals get tied into their routine and what works for them, and they don't want to change or look into other advancing options.
Cannon uses MediHoney patches and gels to heal new and old scars. She says it works twice as fast as other brands. Cannon says MediHoney is making a big impact in her life while fighting cancer. She hopes one day it will be available in hospitals.
To have something that promotes healing and also does the same thing as an adhesive, it's amazing. So I think, why not offer more options? Why take it away? So.
That was Emily Fannin reporting. Cannon's been using the product for about a year and says it's not only affordable, but also effective. Months after losing their 5-year-old daughter to cancer, one family is keeping her memory alive with a big donation to a local hospital. Today, with the help of Apple, Mike and Maria Rosplock donated 14 iPads to the Children's Hospital of Illinois. Their oldest daughter, Lily, died on January 31st. Since then, they've made a point to give back in her honor. This isn't their first donation or event in Lily's memory, but it's one her family holds close to their hearts.
One of the things that whenever we would come inpatient or come to the clinic, it always had to be the iPad. She would make sure that we had to check to make sure that it was packed and that we had it and that we had the cord in case that we needed to juice it up, as she would say. Thank you.
Lily was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer on her 3rd birthday. Her parents say they hope the iPads will be a good distraction for patients and their families. Well, a high school is now without a football team, why some parents are upset and why the district says it was a safety issue.
What's up? Feeding my water softener again. You should get Culligan water, man.
My Culligan system is the world's most efficient water softener. It's 46% more efficient than your old softener. Hey, Culligan man.
Nice.
Fall has arrived at the Garlic Press in Uptown Normal with the rich colors and aromas of the season. Our fall clothing collection wraps you in soft fabrics, warm colors, and the fit is just right. Time for fall baking, and use quality ingredients like our European Belcolade baking chocolate that will put your brownies over the top. We have castor sugar for meringues and espresso salt for hot chocolate. Don't miss our annual fall open house and pie contest on October 17th. The Garlic Press, for gifts, food, and so much more, all through our blue back door.
Here at Cronkite Home Solutions, when we do a 14-point home energy assessment, you'll be provided with a free in-home energy report card. This report card is going to detail out exactly what needs to be done to the home, what can be done to the home, and of course how much it would cost to do that to the home. And with that, we can discuss with you how much you can increase the comfort level of your home as well as the utility bill. Go to myhomesenergy.com or call us. We hope to hear from you soon.
My Culligan system is the world's most efficient water softener. It's 46% more efficient than your old softener. Hey, Culligan man.
Save hundreds when you trade in your old wasteful water softener. Call 888-HEY-CULLIGAN.
Aloha, I'm Maria Chandler, inviting WMBD viewers to join me on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, March 15th through the 24th. We'll spend 3 nights on Honolulu near famous Waikiki Beach, 2 nights on the Garden Isle of Kauai, and 3 nights on Ka'anapali Beach in Maui. We'll also enjoy a thrilling luau with Polynesian music and dance. For more information, call Holiday Vacations at 1-800-826-2266.
You're watching WYZZ News at 9.
A debate over football is creating tension between parents and Laken's middle school district. Administrators canceled the rest of the River Valley High School football season 2 weeks ago. They say it's because the varsity team doesn't have enough players. While the season started with 31, there are now just 16. Some parents say cutting the program is a bad decision because the game helps their kids inside the classroom. Administrators say continuing to play the games increased the risk of injury. Well, the Cubs and Cards moving on to Game 4 at Wrigley Field tomorrow, but tonight, Cubs fans excited for what many just witnessed. WYZZ's Hannah Hilliard is live on the north side where the celebration continues. Hannah?
Well, Paul, the last of the Cubs and Cardinals fans have made it out of Wrigley Field, and
Obviously, it looks like the Cubs fans are a little bit happier than the St. Louis fans here today, and I think the party is just getting started here on a Monday night in Wrigleyville. Now, this series is riddled with history. It's the first time these two teams have met in the playoffs, making this the first time the Cubs have beat the Cardinals at Wrigley in the postseason, and obviously that's pretty clear here tonight. And many Cubs fans tell us they have been waiting for this run for decades.
When I was 8 years old, my father took me to my first game here in 1945. 2 months later, when the Cubs clinched the pennant, I asked him to take me to the World Series. He said I was too young and made me a promise. He'll take me the next time.
Well, the Cubs fans are happy tonight, but there's still a lot more baseball left to be played tomorrow. Game 4, Cubs versus Cardinals, back here at Wrigley. Reporting live in Chicago, Hannah Hilliard, WYZZ News. Paul.
All right, thanks, Hannah. A teenager in Utah with a life-threatening heart condition had his dream come true over the weekend. Casey Cronus reports Notre Dame football and Make-A-Wish teamed up to help give the 17-year-old exclusive access to all things Notre Dame.
If anyone has played like a champion, it's been 17-year-old Jack Salmon. Jack was born with 4 profound heart defects that led him to 3 open heart surgeries. That didn't come without complications, though. That's why this weekend hits home for Jack and his parents.
Just sweet. Just sweet. We're just really grateful.
Jack developed his passion for the Fighting Irish when he was about 10 years old.
My brother-in-law was went to school here at Notre Dame. He just made me like Notre Dame.
Thursday, Jack went behind the scenes getting an all-access pass to the Joyce Center and Stadium.
Jack was on the waiting list. He did not want to change, didn't want to go to Disney World. He said, nope, I'm staying on the list and want to come.
And someone surprised him along the way.
This is Reggie Brooks.
Reggie Brooks joined in on the tour and even shared a few locker room secrets with Jack.
It was really cool to have him here. When I first saw him, I was like, whoa, you're still here.
And then the moment he's been waiting for.
It's a great experience. I like it. I've always wanted to come here and be on the field.
This weekend is just getting started for Jack. He has never been to a Notre Dame game before.
He's watched on his iPad. I mean, he watches pep rallies, he watches team meetings, he watches everything. So he's excited to just be there.
Now Jack is truly one of the Fighting Irish.
All right, that was Casey Cronus reporting. Next in sports, Dan Malloy takes another look at tonight's Game 3 win for the Cubs at Wrigley Field. Stick with us.
This portion of WYZZ News at 9 brought to you by Casey's General Store.
You ready to call it a day? Yeah, I'm starving. Casey's Pizza? Oh, yeah.
Casey's, famous for pizza.
Kurt Pegler and Dan Malloy, bringing you every action-packed highlight from across Central Illinois. The hardest hits, the biggest blocks, the longest bombs. Unity Point Clink, Sam Lehman of Morton Sports Extra, overtime presented by Goodwill. Friday late night on WYZZ.
Sam Lehman of Morton announces their grand opening sales event. Come experience the brand new Sam Lehman of Morton, now located across the street from Walmart and Farm and Fleet in Morton. Right now, during Ram Truck Month, get a brand new Ram clearance priced at $13,000 off, or a 2015 Grand Caravan or Dodge Journey, your choice, only $17,880, or a brand new Jeep for only $13,990. Come see why we do the deals no one else will. At Central Illinois' #1 Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer, Sam Lehman of Morton.
It's the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. 7 years no interest is back for 7 days only. You'll find entire room groups for as low as $39 a month. Relaxing and inviting living rooms, beautifully crafted dining rooms, stylish and cozy bedrooms, and our top-of-the-line mattresses. All at our best financing offer of the year. 7 years no interest. Don't miss the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. Hurry, sale ends Thursday.
MTCO congratulates the students, teachers, and volunteers for their great accomplishments
on the first robotics team at Washington High School and the first robotics team at Metamora High School, which advanced to the World Championships.
Now, your local sports with WYZZ's Dan Malloy.
Now, looking at tonight's Cubs-Cardinals matchup, it did not look like it would be a slugfest. On one side, you have the untouchable Jake Arrieta, ready to duel cards righty Michael Wacha, and runs would come at a premium, right? But neither pitcher brought his best stuff, and that wind was blowing out. It's the first playoff game at Wrigley since 2008. Kyle Schwarber was a sophomore in high school back then. He's a grown man now. He hits a line drive home run off Michael Wacha in the second inning. Made it 1-0 Cubs, and the Cub fans were going absolutely insane. Fourth inning now, still 1-0. Johnny Peralta ties it up with a shot off the ivy and left. Stephen Piscotty scores. The Cardinals would take a 2-1 lead. Then the Cubs started going yard. Starlin Castro tags this one to left center, ties the game up at 2. Next inning, man on base for Chris Bryant. He knocks the ball and Michael Wacha out of the game. A 2-run blast, 4-2. Wacha's night was done. After pitching change, it's Anthony Rizzo. The very next batter, back-to-back jacks. The fourth Cubs homer of the night. Jason Hayward continues to terrorize Jake Arrieta. He seems to be the only guy in the league with his number. 2-run homer cuts it to 5-4 Cubs. Then Jorge Soler hits an absolute missile for the Cubs. Another 2-run shot. Dexter Fowler hits another homer. The Cubs are 1 win away from advancing to the NLCS. They win this one 8-6. The Bears are officially on a winning streak. Sunday, they raced a 2-touchdown deficit in the second half to win on the road at Arrowhead Stadium. Not an easy place to do that. The offense was slow to get things going, but the defense shut the Chiefs out in the second half to give Jay Cutler and company a chance. His 2 touchdown passes were beauties. Give you the old gunslinger mentality on these throws. A nice throw to Matt Forte for the win. Here's John Fox getting philosophical after the game.
As long as you just keep battling and, staying aggressive, not quitting, all the things that you kind of preach, maybe not even just football, but in life, he came through. He's done it 2 weeks in a row, and like I said, I'm proud of him and proud of that whole football team.
There's some bad news for any football fan really today. Chiefs star running back Jamal Charles will miss the rest of the season. He had an MRI today to confirm he tore his ACL in that game. That is just too bad. It is sectional Monday for high school golfers in the state of Illinois. The Morton Potters won their first ever team state title a year ago in 2A, and they look ready to head back to normal to defend that championship. Many local programs hitting the links in Lincoln for a 2A sectional today. East Peoria's David Perkins, nice chip shot on 17. He was a regional champ. He finishes second at the sectional with a 69. Here's Morton's Pete Cool, the senior, on the 10th hole from the fairway, just about hits the flag. He'll be a favorite for the individual medal on Saturday at D.A. Wybring golf course in Normal. So will his little brother Tommy Cool, the defending state champion. He hits a chip on 9, gives him an easy look at birdie. Morton takes the team title. The state tournament begins Friday at Normal. Lots of pink at DMAC High School tonight. The Chiefs and rival Tremont support breast cancer awareness tonight. In the first set, Kenzie Rhodes sets up a huge kill for an early DMAC point. Later on, Tremont gets a set to the tallest woman on the floor. That is Lauren Hartman putting it down for the Turks, but the Chiefs hold court on the home floor. Caitlin Whitaker served, too hot to handle for the ace. The state champs, they win this one in 2. Other local golf teams that are headed to state this weekend include Dunlap, U-High, El Paso Gridley, and Central Catholic Boys, as well as a Normal Community Lady Iron. Congratulations. With your WYZZ Sports, I'm Dan Malloy.
Each year, thousands of people choose the Fair Group in Bloomington Normal to help them discover their smile. We offer state-of-the-art dental treatment for all ages and dental situations under one roof.
I've been a client here for probably over 30 years. It's just very much like a family here. Everyone has always been very friendly. Dr. Wolf did all the work. I now have my permanent ones, and I'm very, very happy with them. And if I needed more work, I know right where I would come.
The Fair Dental Group, where we treat you like family.
Welcome to Subway. What can I make for you? You'll love our new rotisserie style chicken. 100% white meat, herb-seasoned pulled chicken, slow roasted till it's irresistibly tender, and fresh toasted with melty cheese. We top it off with sweet honey mustard and all the crisp veggies you like on your favorite freshly baked bread. It's a whole new taste from Subway like never before. Our new Subway rotisserie style chicken won't be here for long, so try one today. Subway. Eat fresh.
Protect your car, boat, trailer, and more with Shelter Logic from Menards. This 10-foot-high, 13 by 20-foot round-top shelter has a waterproof triple-layer cover with powder-coated steel frame to withstand the toughest elements. Just $397 after rebate. Check out America's largest selection of outdoor lumber. With over 140 sizes on sale, AC2 pressure-treated lumber has a lifetime limited warranty against rot and decay. Now starting at 49 cents per linear foot for treated decking.
Save big money at Menards.
UFS, famous for deals on Adams Street, downtown Peoria. 10 minutes from anywhere.
Just arrived a truckload of Morton 40-pound bag water softener salt, solar $3.99. System Saver 2 for $9. UFS, about 10 minutes from anywhere.
All right, we have an important game going on tomorrow at 3:30. First pitch. Here you go, folks, for Game 4. Temperatures in the 60s, lower 60s under partly cloudy skies. Will be a bit breezy up there in Chicago. Dress appropriately. All right, here's a look at our 8-day forecast. It will warm up a little bit heading into Thursday, but then it only cools off further. Some of the coolest weather moving in of the season by this week. Everyone's going to have to bundle up. All right, thanks, Chris. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back here tomorrow. WYZZ News is available on air, online, and on the go. You can get the latest news on our website, ciproud.com, or use our app for your phone or tablet. Have a great night.